Welcome to the first tournament that consists of 32 cars. It's simple. First to make it to the end or farthest without being on its roof wins. This is round 1. In the first race, we have the Nissan Maxima Drift Car versus the Custom 62 Chevy. Let's go. And they're off. The Nissan takes the lead by a long shot. The 62 Custom tries to come back, but he doesn't manage to. Nissan takes the win with a time of 4:10. The safety crew is here to see if the driver's all right, and it seems like he is. It is the Porsche 934 versus the SRT Viper GTSR. They are off. The Viper takes the lead against the Porsche 911. Hit on turn 1, it crashes and does a little drift, slowing itself right down while the Porsche just gets stuck. Heads down the corner and manages to take the win with a time of 7.13. On the left side, we have the Dodge Challenger Drift Car, and on the right, we have the 98 Subaru Impreza. Let's go. The Impreza seems to be taking the lead straight away, but then the Dodge Challenger comes back over, doing a reverse while taking the win, bumping the sides. Doesn't really make it to the finish line, but he made it much better. Time is 6:14. Not as good as the first time set. On the left side, we have the F1 car, and on the right side, we have the McLaren Senna. Two very fast sports cars. Let's go. And the F1, is off to a great start. Great racing through turn 1 and turn 2. And the F1 car takes it from the McLaren Senna. We have the 13 Mustang GT on the left side, and on the right side, we have the Honda Civic Custom. Let's go. The timer starts off and the 15. Oh, and the Civic passes him. Going through turn 1. Turn 2 seems pretty clean, and yeah, Civic takes the win, and the Mustang doesn't make it to finish. It's the 17 Ford GT on the left side, on the right side, it's 08 Ford Focus. A red and blue car, the Ford Focus seems to gain a lead, and he does through turn 1. He does 180, pulling it backwards. Seems like, and the GT just passes him at the end with the 608. It's the Renault Megane RS versus the Cafe Racer, a white and a yellow car. Let's see how they do on the track. And they're off. The Renault seems to have the lead. The Volkswagen tried to take over the Renault, and the Renault flips over on turn 2, only reaching 4.03 seconds. Jeez. So here we're going into race 2, where they've swapped lanes because the Cafe Racer swaps whatever, forgot the name. Oh, and the Volkswagen doesn't make it over the hill, and the Renault just barely does with a 4:24, not making it to the finish line, so that won't count for the best time of the day. Side, we have the 1970 Chevelle SS, and on the right, it's the Escort Rally, and they're off. Seems like the Chevelle takes the lead, and he pushes, and he flips to the side, blocking the track, while the Escort Rally kind of went off a bit. Didn't really have much force, obviously, no finish line cam. And here they are into race 2. And they're off again. That was pretty bad racing between those two. And the Chevelle is off, pulling off the best time so far today. And then the Escort Rally's just stuck on the bridge, like other cars. On the left side is the Pagani Zonda R versus the Ryrax LX, and Zonda is in the lead, and the Ryra spins him out, but then he gets back on front and finishes the race, unlike the Ryra, with a 5.11. Pretty fast and pretty slow. To be fair, he got spun out. On the left side, we have the 69 Dodge Challenger 500, and on the right, we have the 86 Ford Thunderbird Pro Stock. And they're off. Seems like the 69. Oh, geez. Wow, the pro stock just went right past him once it got to the uphill. And he goes off the turn with the 4.17. Since he went off the track, it won't count for the best time of the day. On the left side, we have the 68 Nova, and on the right, we have the Firebird. Both blue cars. One has a broken axle, actually, and they're off. Wow, the Firebird just sending it all the way. And he flips! He flips! And the Nova flips. 317. Really? Hasn't lasted longer than others, but not much better. Here they are going for it again. I bet the Firebird's gonna win this. Jeez. And the Firebird's off to a great start again, bouncing off the sides though. Pretty high in turn 2. And geez, that box went flying. Oh, and here comes the 68 Golf. So 324, is it the fastest time of the day? Yeah, it is so far. The 65 Ford Ranchero versus the Hemi Cuda. A red and a green car. Okay, that Ranchero pretty fast, but then the Cuda's trying, and he flips him. The Cuda flips the Ranchero. 2.15 seconds in. Jeez, obviously nobody finished the race, so nobody else there. They swapped lanes, both engines kind of showing. One has flames. Does flames prove that a car goes faster? Let's find out. And it does! He makes the pass! Around turn 2 they go. Ranchero bumping into the Cuda, and they stop there at 523. It's the 61 Impala versus the Toyota Supra. One from Fast and Furious and then one from the old time. And they're off. The Impala seems to take the, and the Toyota passes it quite easily. And both pretty high in turn 2. And whoa, that was a close finish, but 419. It's a Volkswagen versus a 2015 Ford Mustang GT. Who do you think is gonna win? So yeah, as they're going down, the Volkswagen has the lead, and yeah, he does 360. Gets a bump from behind. He must have good axles if he makes it to the finish line. And what he does, if he didn't spin around, he would have a faster time than 611. It is the 1963 Aston Martin versus Alfa Romeo GT V6 3.0, and they're off while the Aston Martin has been kicking it, going speedy down that, and 3.27. Pretty good. And there's the Alfa Romeo crash. On the left side, we have the Bone Shaker, and my personal favorite, and on the right, we have the Mazda Fury. Ooh, they're pretty close. Looks like the Mazda tried to overtake, but he doesn't. The Bone Shaker brings it back with a 5.12, making that pretty fast, but yeah. And yeah, that was the last race of round 1, and round 2 will be in a different video. These are the cars that are left, and yeah, here's me and my personal favorite, orange Bone Shaker. Here we are with the times. You can read them out yourself, and congratulations to Ken James TV, Dolphin Master, and Norm Van Racing. Thanks for Bathurst for also joining in.